So if you want to know where I'm broke down, it's just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, out in LA, Lower Alabama. How y'all doing? My name's Tim Davis, and this is Old Time Revival. Normally, I'm on the Sally Speed Shop channel with my son, Jacob Davis, but I thought I'd start up my own thing because I'm kind of out and about doing car stuff, often on my own. Case in point, today I broke down on the side of the road in Alabama. I was headed to a Father's Day gathering at Lake Martin, and this thing just quit on me. You may have noticed from our drift car video that we did recently on the Sally's channel, this thing was running very poorly towards the end of it, so it gave up the ghost. We think maybe it's the distributor because last time it broke down on Jacob, we took apart the distributor and put it back together and it seemed to work. So fortunately I brought another one along. I'm going to swap this thing out and see if it fixes it. I hate to risk $200 on something that maybe isn't the problem. At least I got to try that. It's a $200 gamble. You see there's quite a bit of innards in here, so by changing this out I am changing a lot of the system. We'll see if this fixes it. Hopefully. Otherwise I might be calling a tow truck. Alright, so here's my new one. When I ordered this, there were like 5 different possibilities that it could be. So they had to base it off the VIN. Hopefully everything's right with that. It's pretty wild the way it locks into the camshaft. So hopefully this is going to do the trick. The distributor has a slot so you can adjust the timing forward or backward. And it has maybe a little more space behind the bolt rather than in front, but it's pretty much lined up straight with it. So we'll do that with the new one as well. And hopefully our timing will be just about perfect. So if you want to know where I'm broke down, it's just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. Don't know what that is. Some kind of utility building. Maybe it's somebody's house. I don't know. But out in LA, Lower Alabama. All right, there's 3 bolts that hold this thing in. So I should just be able to slide it out. You want to pay attention to where this rotor is at. You want it to go back in, pointing the same direction because this is telling it where to send the spark. Spark comes from here to one of the wires, whichever one it should be firing at that particular moment. And it's important that this is pointing to the same cylinder that's having the compression cycle that's full of gas ready to fire, because if not, it's not going to run. Oftentimes people change out parts or try changing parts without actually comparing the two before you put them on, so you can at least kind of make note that yeah, it matches, because sometimes you might find out an hour later that it doesn't. I'm looking at these, looks pretty well lined up. I need to pull this cap off so I can make the rotor lined up with where this one was. This one needs to be at that same angle, and then it will plug in there to the slot on the camshaft. Here we go. Well, it's running good so far. I might change that cap out later. There's a little crack right there. Pressure's good. AC's blowing cold. It's Father's Day and I'm headed to the lake. So hopefully this thing will get me where I'm going and I won't have any further trouble. It's not the prettiest thing, but it runs good and it's fun to drive. Very thankful that Jake had these tools in the car from the last time the car broke down, and very thankful that I picked up that distributor just yesterday. So it's Father's Day. Hey, shout out to my Heavenly Father who is always looking out for me. Y'all have a great day.